Welcome, all my lovely goblins and ghouls of the internet. I am Hanyo, your demonic cinephile. And it's coming, guys. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Season 2 of the Mayfair Witches. Season 2 of the Mayfair Witches. That's like I need to fix this microphone. Aren't you guys excited? Aren't you guys excited? If you can tell by the tone of my voice, I'm not. uh, this is show. I, I've I've said it a couple times on here on Twitch, but I am not the biggest fan of the Mayfair Witches TV show. Um, compared to Interview with the Vampire, I think the show is hot garbage. It it does such an awful job at recreating and interpreting the events of the books. They don't even try to stay faithful in tone to what the books had. Production wise is awful. Costume wise is awful. Directing is awful. It's just a badly made show. Like there's some good things in it, some good moments. The actors try their best, but I said it's just a horribly directed show. Every episode is bad, and just look at Alexandra Daddario. Yeah, that's her name, right? Yeah. Watch her almost any other movie or show she's been in. No, she ranges, but I always thought she was a good actress. If you watch this show, you think you call her someone with no talent because the directors they do everything in their power to try to make this girl look awful. Like I almost believe they tried to sabotage her in the first season. I'm willing to bet money on that. Is how much I believe it. Yeah, but I just finished the second book in the Mayfair, which is trilogy, the Lasher. I did not like it as much as book one, but it was still an interesting read. Love Anne Rice's prose are always great. They're always great. It gets a little stuck in your head. She does know how to make her witches, well, not overly mystical, like in some shows and books. She does know how to make them unique. Like, okay, like, oh, these are the Vampire Chronicles vampires. These are Anne Rice's vampires. You know what her vampires are like. And you kind of can say the same thing about her witches and how she does the Taltos, which I have started reading Taltos, but I'm only like on page 7. So I'm not that much into it. I'm a slow reader. It's gonna take me a while to finish that. But yeah, I mean, well, look at the trailer right now. It's been I've been ranting for 3 minutes. God damn it. Oh, okay. Let's watch the trailer. Let me torture myself. It's more painful than my toothache right now.
It's a miracle what you've done. A spirit made into flesh.
Not a miracle.
He looks human, but he can't be human. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Anne Rice gave us such a rich world to play with.
1 second. Let's look at this real quick.
A spirit
What's a little boy?
made into flesh.
That can be their kid.
He looks human, but he can't be human.
What's that little boy?
Tell me what's going on.
And she was actually one of the additions of the show I kind of liked. She's an original character for the show, and I don't know. She was one of the better characters. I like the maternal witch figure. That's actually kind of nice to Rowan. What the heck is this? It's supposed to be Lasher's sister from the book. I'm sorry about spoilers. There are gonna be some spoilers from the novels. I'll try to keep it low though.
Anne Rice gave us such a rich world to play with.
Then why don't you honor it?
This season, we are really embracing the magic.
Anne Rice's book Lasher is surprising and complicated, and we wanted that in the story of the season.
Oh god, she's back. The showrunner, the Fuck me, why is she back?
We show a different side of Lasher, the human side.
He's got fragments of memories from a past life, but also from his lives with his witches.
Okay, so that is similar to the book, because in the novel, when Lasher does get his physical body, he doesn't quite remember certain things. His memories as a living person before, his memories as a spirit are all kind of jumbled together.
Rowan is inexorably tied to Lasher. Whether he's her son or her lover, he provides her with a power that she otherwise wouldn't have.
He gave me so many gifts.
I want it back.
You are never sure if he is a villain or a hero.
He is the villain. We watched the first season. So, as little boy Lasher, so because in the novels, spoilers for the first book, when Rowan gives birth to him, after he hijacks the baby, like, he grows up like super fast. Like, not even really, like a couple hours, not even that. The baby is like a full grown man, like a weird man baby. Like, has the height of a man, but has the fresh baby smell, fresh baby flesh. Really weird.
Never sure if he is a villain or a hero.
I've caused so much suffering, misery. I've killed.
Rowan's trying to understand what he is, and she has no source of answers except maybe Cortland.
Do you know the truth? Do you know why he's here?
Rowan?
No, Julian does.
Is that you?
Cortland this season is going to be quite different from Cortland last season.
We built Cortland's dark place.
Alright, so we got the gramophone, and we got,
He's working
Julian.
out the sins and the crimes that he's committed.
No, it wasn't my fault. Please. Let me out of here!
It was your
Charms
fault.
of Anne Rice and this show is how strange it gets.
We start to open up the story and the family and to see who has your back and who doesn't.
He's undermining you, gathering his forces.
And that's JoJo. She was actually another great addition from to the show. She's not a character in the books. Well, there is a character kind of like her in the books. I won't say who. But I did like her. She was actually a competent character. I like our main trio.
His forces.
Rowan's trying to find her way and find her allies, and we really wanted to introduce another strong Mayfair witch.
Having Moira come in, that completely changes the dynamic.
Making her
Moira?
a mind reader gave
Wait, what did they call her name? Mona?
Completely changes the dynamic.
What's her name?
Moira come in.
Moira? Moira? Okay, let's hear some character named Moira from book 3 that I've not heard about. Who the heck is it supposed to be? This is supposed to be their version of Mona? Mona Mayfair? Because, that's a complicated character they can't really do in live action, but really? Why just not call her Mona?
Completely changes the dynamic.
Making her a mind reader gave her a power that rivals Rowan's.
She has new people to contend with, and she has people that are challenging her.
You gave me your word. You said that you would kill him. I know how powerful you are, Moira. I'm not your enemy.
Oh.
What did you do?
I didn't do it, you did.
Okay.
It's been great to see just how much more we've done.
So we're going to Scotland, Donalith.
See just how much more we've delved into the world.
Sif is looking for a way to understand the new position that he's been put in.
Which
I
is
don't think
what?
he fully understands just how much power he has.
Make me the head of the New Orleans division. You do that and I'll help.
Proceed cautiously. Sometimes snakes come crawling out.
So he's going to be in charge of the Talamasca, at least the New Orleans division. Okay, I guess this is going to help lead into their Talamasca show, which is... I don't really care.
He hasn't really had the opportunity to see how far he can go.
Or all that stands between order and chaos.
The theme
The vampires, really? Really, vampires? They have her doing the whole... Really? Vibrating and... Yeah, that's one change I did not like in the interview of the vampire change, where they had the vampire snarl and growl, because they didn't really do that in the books. But in the books, Anne Rice made clear that the Talamasca did not fuck with vampires. They did not hunt vampires. They barely got even close to vampire. Their main lesson to all their troops or investigators were, if you think there's a vampire anywhere in your vicinity, just run. Block your thoughts as best you can and run. There is no point in getting close to a vampire. They're just too dangerous. But they somehow captured a vampire, and she can't break that door down. Even a newborn fledgling vampire could rip that apart.
The theme of the season is embrace the darkness, and I feel like that's happening to Rowan as she moves through the season. Rowan is feeling around for people that she can trust and rely on. Lark comes onto the scene having feelings for Rowan to help tease out, is Rowan a human or is she a witch?
Rowan, what is
Who is this supposed to be?
happening?
I need you to trust me.
As she confronts these dark forces in the Mayfair family, she has to.
So we're adding another new character instead of adapting something from the books. Oh my god, why even use the source material if you're not going to... Rowan was fully in love and dedicated to Michael in the novels, at least the first two. I understand why we have this other character. I mean, you butchered Sip. You made him a combination of two characters from the books, and he acts like neither of them. So now you have another love interest. You know, her other main love interest is supposed to be Lasher. But if you make it anything like the book, where he literally abducts her, abuses her, forces himself on her, you can't really do that. So now we gotta have another new character instead of just making her and Sip get along. And let me guess, you're gonna direct film in a way where she has no chemistry with this guy either.
In the Mayfair family, she has to decide whether she's willing to use that dark magic to face them.
You threaten me, you threaten my child.
I'll do whatever I need to do to protect my family. We're playing with power, and everyone knows that power is a slippery slope.
There's a series of tragic actions that take place because of the Mayfair's greed and their willingness to forsake Lasher.
Nobody's safe.
Something really wrong.
And the Mayfair's greed. I mean, yeah, the Mayfairs are a greedy clan, but they start off as a very, very poor family, and Lasher helped make them rich.
What's happening? Fans are going to get something very dark and edgy.
What we're going to uncover.
Did she really just say that?
Dark and edgy. Wrong is happening. Fans are going to get something very dark and edgy. Dark and edgy.
Girl. She's saying, oh, the fans are gonna get something dark and edgy. Most of the people who the show is supposed to be written for read the books. The books have murder, incest, violence, sexual violence. Let's see, witches that go back in time, witch persecution, women getting beaten and burned to death. A guy having a hammer, the sharp edge slammed to the back of his skull. We know. You know what these books are made for. These books are never made for a young audience. They're never a YA series. But you made it into a YA series. At least the first season felt like it. It felt like an edgy YA book. Where like, oh, I want my teenager to read a book, but I also want it to be somewhat mature. It's like the book the teens kind of hide from their parents because, yeah, we don't know mom and dad are gonna like it. That's what it feels. That's what they turned the show into.
What we're going to uncover is very diabolical.
This is a trap.
It's terrifying.
There are no rules, and that makes
The frick?
It's very diabolical.
Yeah.
This is a trap.
And that's supposed to be the vampire friend in the season 2 interview.
Diabolical.
This is a trap.
It's terrifying.
there are no rules.
Why is there a wolf there?
Rules, and that makes
Why is there... I'm sorry,
It's
I'm going back.
terrifying.
But
there are no rules.
why is there a wolf? Why is there a wolf? Okay, I'm being a little nitpicky.
And that makes for such an exciting season.
And that's the vampire.
We're going to a really cool place with the story.
January 5th. Yay! I really can't wait. I really can't wait. You can tell how happy and serious I am. Is that thing open? Sorry. I was looking at something in the corner of my eye, but yeah, you get basically stuff from a stance. I don't really like this show. It feels is a very big departure from the novels, from the source material, and not even just from the fact that it's different from the book. I'm talking about themes and ideas. You can do an adaptation where it's very, very different from the source material and still be good. Think going with supernatural, Dracula is a very good example of that. There's been hundreds, and not 1,000 different versions of Dracula, very different from the original novel, but they all work in their own unique way. But this isn't like that. It's like it's very much in name only of the novels. Like if you change certain names of the characters and just rewrite one or two events, this is nothing like the books. And I have no idea why they did this because sorry. Because interview with the vampire, I said this in my 3-hour long video that I should have done before season 2 starts. That if you watch Interview with the Vampire, it's very obviously made by fans of the books. Yes, they go with a different direction. They change some of the themes and ideas, but it's still the same story. It's still the same pain and emotions you get from the novel. Like, it feels like a... Sorry. It feels like a fun recreation of the books, made by people who want to create a fun or depressing Elseworld story of the novels. This feels like someone who just quickly read the Wikipedia of the novels and then didn't do any other research. They didn't read the books. They didn't listen to audiobooks. They didn't try to find interviews with Anne Rice talking about the books. And as far as I know, Anne Rice's son, he does not involved with this project. At least, I think his name is stamped on the shows, but I don't think he actually does anything with them. Which is sad. This just feels very... it might be better than season 2. Season 1. Hopefully it's better than season 1. I'm still gonna watch the show. I'm still gonna review it. I just want something feels like the books. Because, I don't know. It just feels like if you have paid so much freaking money to use this woman's books, and you don't even use the books, it feels a bit mean. It feels a bit spiteful. It feels almost like what they did to Anna Rice when they made the Queen of the Damned movie. The Queen of the Damned is a decent vampire flick on its own, but if you read the novels, God, that movie is a freaking train wreck. Is how much they butcher characters and storylines, cutting things out to shove 2 novels into one film. Taco, what are you doing? Silly dog. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this for now. Like, I hope I do get that video out by January 5th, like the day before, if not at least 2 days after the season premiere, because I review every episode, break it down, compare it to the books, and yeah, it's depressing. It's depressing. It'll hear me to be depressed about this show. Alright, I'm gonna leave this now, but yeah, Mayfair Witches is coming back. What you guys think about it? Hopefully it's good. Actually, let's look at this real quick. I'm curious what people think. Let's go from the bottom. Yes! Okay, this person is excited. That's good. Season 2 sounds exciting. Alright. I'm glad somebody's excited. What even is this? There we go. There's my people. He gave her the basics of a mainstream witch powers, her OG power was way better than all of them. I know, because Rowan's power in the novel was basically small scale matter manipulation. She can manipulate the body in all types of unique and crazy ways. I mean, she's not pulling stuff like Full Metal Alchemist or Overhaul from Image A, but she's still a very powerful matter manipulator. They barely show that in the first season, except for her ability to just give people heart attacks. What was this other one? AMC said, I will ignore the entire book series that influenced so many others, their works. Me. There we go. Once again, this person. Why use the books if you're not going to use the books? She pulled a Wando. I'm sure they're referencing Private Fairy Odd Parents. I did not recognize the book in any of this. Oh, you think they actually read a book? You think they actually read a book? You need to read the books, AMC. Hello. Oh, fucking echo. The whole time I'm sitting here going on. What the holy fuck is this? Have these people ever opened any of the Witching Hour books? Yeah, this person said. That's why I went in a different direction, and don't get me wrong. The first 150 pages is there, even though I didn't finish reading it. It felt totally different afterwards. Yeah, because they stay close to the book for the most part, but then they just decide not to? Where is the Tautos? Yes, where is the Tautos? They didn't even reference the Tautos. I saw this trailer and I still don't recognize anything from the book, even so I will see it as something independent of the books. Well, you're a better person than I am. But yeah, this does not look good. Hopefully it's a fun thing on its own, but this is just I almost want to call it disrespectful. I almost want to call it disrespectful. But yeah, Mayfair Witches Season 2. Are you actually excited for this? If you are, please tell me why. If you like Season 1, please tell me why. I really do want to know why people liked Season 1. I mean, the acting was very bad. It wasn't scary. The CGI effects were god-awful. The story was all over the place. Please, if you really did like Season 1, you thought it was a good show, please let me know in great detail. I really, really want to hear it. But until then, I have been your Hanyo, your demonic cinephile. I have to go back to editing this goddamn video. I'm not sure what I did to myself. Alright, bye-bye!